What's up guys, Maro here. As many of you know, of course, I'm a huge proponent of the stock exchange, and on my channel I've really been pushing people to participate on the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange for a long time now, that so many people have reached out to me and said, what's this news that we're hearing that's coming out of the country? What do we have to do? Some of these people have already put in their money in the stock market, and for those who do not know, the stock exchange, that is the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, as of yesterday was just unilaterally closed. Nobody really knows what's happening with the headlines, but I thought, well, we could make a video so that we could explain. Well, the interesting thing is that I'm a student of history and I like reading history and seeing what has happened in the past. Of course, to those with just a little bit of medium-term memory would know that in 2008, the stock exchange in Zimbabwe was closed as well. Why was it closed in 2008? For the same reason that it has been closed as of yesterday. Because the government thinks that inflation is actually stopping out of the National Stock Exchange. Well, to those who don't have an idea of what happens on the National Stock Exchange, it's really that big companies want to raise capital. What they do is that they sell out stock to anyone within the economy. And when they do that, people every day, they can trade these securities. They can buy shares, they can sell them. All these things are happening in the market every day. These things don't cause inflation. These things reflect what's happening within the economy. And when the stock exchange is closed, as a country really, Zimbabwe scares away the little investors, the little foreign investors who are there, who might want to come and participate in the country through the National Stock Exchange. But really in this video, I'm going to talk about three things, and I'm gone. I won't be making more ramblings after this, just three things. The first thing is that the market would not close forever. That just won't happen. The market will not close forever because the major investors, the investors who try to come into the country, what they first assess is the stock market. It's the only thing that can show to the world publicly it can be rigged. If Econet is performing poorly, the price on the National Stock Exchange will just go down. If they're doing well, if they're producing profits, this is where investors who want to come into the country and get to know companies that are being run well without them actually starting these companies. This is what they do. They just come and buy a chunk of a business that's already in the country. And the best way to do this without a private deal is to do it through the stock exchange. You just come in, you buy however many shares you want of that company, and then you ride on the success of the company. And so because of this, all these big companies and all these people who are shareholders on the stock exchange, including hopefully you and me, these people will push the government and the market will not stay closed forever. So just be vigilant. Don't worry about this. If you have your money locked up in the stock exchange right now, you shouldn't really worry because your money is going to come back, definitely. The second thing is that the Zimbabwean dollar might actually crash because of this. Well, why do you think I'm saying this? Well, because this is what happened in history. In 2008, when the stock market was closed, it didn't stem anything. In 2008, the stock market was closed. In 2008, there was no mobile money transfers that were being done within the economy, but the economy still crashed. And so, what the government has taken as an action will not really help the Zimbabwean dollar. The Zimbabwean dollar might as well crash. And in fact, when I was thinking of a video to make throughout this week, I was thinking I'm going to make a video to say the Zimbabwean dollar might crash soon, as I'm thinking and as I'm just observing as a market observer, and saying that if you really wanted to do something at this moment, you probably, if you have any savings that you think you're stocking around as cash, just buy something on the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter whether the company is good or bad. This is a unique situation that I'd only say for our country. Just buy something and store it. And as we ride out of this, if we have a strong Zimbabwean dollar that comes out of this, then well, you can sell your stock, you can always sell, you can liquidate and have your money. If at the end of this we are back to a US dollar regime, you can always sell, because those shares by then, if the legal tender becomes the US dollar, they will still be converted into US dollars and you can always sell. And that's what I would say. The Zimbabwean dollar might crash soon and you want to get protected. The only way to get protected is to have assets other than cash. You can't trust cash at this moment. Just find something to buy. Well, I don't care what it is. You can buy cows, you can buy a horse, you can buy donkeys, a car. Well, a car is not really a great asset, but just anything that you can always sell, because at this moment you really don't know what's going to happen, and I really don't know either. I'm just trying to figure out what will happen by looking back at history. And in 2008, we're all here. We all saw what happened, and we can all read about it in many of the books and articles where it is written about. And so, trust me when I say this, you have to find something to buy. My point number three. If you already have the money right now, and you've already been participating in the market, and you still, just like me, you think, well, I probably keep 20% of my money as cash in case there's a crash in the market or something like that, I suggest you send your money to your broker. As soon as the market opens, which it will soon, as soon as the market opens, I think your broker should buy you anything that's relatively good that's in the market. At this moment, it doesn't really matter what the fundamentals are. You probably should buy just based on the fact that, as I say, it's a unique situation to our country. You have to figure out something. At this moment, we are in a crisis, uncharted territory, as they say in English. Probably this is charted territory because we walked over it in 2008. But the fact is, you have to figure out a way right now through the banking system, which is still legal, by the way. The mobile money system has been outlawed. The stock exchange has been outlawed. You still have the banking system, which is still legal. Take the money you have, send it to your broker. As soon as the stock exchange opens, as soon as the market opens, your broker has to buy you something. You need to preserve your cash. In 2008, people lost everything. And by everything, I mean everything. Everything just reset. You can't have that in 2020. Before you even have, I don't know, how many years is it from 2008 until now? 12 years. Are you kidding me? In 12 years you have worked so hard, and you have your money and you're keeping it in your bank account, and then the market crashes again and your bank tells you you have to restart working again. You can't afford to do this. You can't afford to do this. As I'm saying with my last point, please just find a way, if you have liquid cash, to buy something, an asset within this economy, because it's uncharted territory. As I say again, guys, I'm not here to be an alarmist. I'm not here to spread any rumors that might, as they say, sabotage our currency. What I'm just saying is that if you are in a position where you have cash, you probably want assets, because I know they always say this in financial lexicon, cash is king, cash is king. Not every time. Not when you have a cash in an economy where the rate of inflation has been going up astronomically. I don't think you need a prophet for this. I don't even think I should have made this video. But I think for some people just might need a reminder that at this moment, we are in a very interesting and unique situation where you have to be nudged to buy something. You know what? I think I'm going to stop here. Until next time, my name is Maro.